Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to A Sold Out Marriage. I'm Tammy, and this is Erin, and we are here doing our YouTube video for Thanksgiving week. It's actually a post-Thanksgiving video, but we hope that you all had an amazing Thanksgiving. We did.
We made so much merry we didn't have time to make a video.
Yeah, that's true. Another video that we'll do sometime where sometimes we struggle with busyness. That's a thing that I really do actually feel like is an enemy tactic. But you know what? We also just give ourselves grace, and we're here and we're doing our video now. So yeah, we want to talk about Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving in the sense of marriage, actually. So we really wanted to talk about first what we're thankful for with each other. And I just want to say at least one thing about Aaron, and that first thing is just, I just really appreciate how seriously he takes his job as a husband. And our pastor was just preaching on that actually, about how well we do our jobs. And I'm just so grateful for him because he really just is constantly trying to put us first and make sure that, that things around the house are done, and just, you know, even when it's almost feel like when you get frustrated, it's like the sign of it's because he cares a lot about taking care of us. So I'm thankful for that.
Choosing joy was another thing that the pastor had spoken about recently, which goes along with that because, you know, I do want the best for this family, and sometimes I do get frustrated when things don't work the way I feel like they should be working, and yeah, I guess sometimes exasperation happens, sometimes just frustration and just being tense, and you know, it's just one of those things. And this is kind of a little bit off because we don't ever do this scripted, so this is just kind of off the cuff.
Yeah.
But, so you know, although we are thankful and we're happy, and I appreciate Tammy saying those things about me, there's always room for improvement. There's always things that we can do better, in a genuine way, not in a superficial way, by the way. And in the vein of what Tammy just did, we did do a round of what we're thankful for at Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, we did.
And I'll just repeat what I said then, and which is, it sounds simple, but sometimes we need to remember the basic things that we have and that we should be thankful for anyways, because those are sometimes the most important, most of the time. But I am thankful for my family. I'm thankful for Tammy, who I've been married to for 18 years now, which we just recently were complimented that somebody thought we were newlyweds. Anyways, but I'm thankful for the health of all of us in the family. I'm thankful for our 3 kids in the house that we get to live in. And so, you know, although that may seem like, okay, well, you already have that, I'm sure you're thankful for that every day, but I believe that I need to remind myself of these things because I guess over time we get in the danger of taking these things for granted. And we've been through the process of taking things for granted and having those things stripped away. And so just
speaking them out loud,
keeping that lesson of being thankful. And I think by speaking them out loud, you recognize what God's done, and I believe increase your chances of increase because you're thankful. And then we pretty faithfully give. I mean, we give every month to our church and excuse me, charity and stuff like that. We donate our time, and so, you know, those things in inclusion to speaking them out loud, I believe, you know, gives God a platform, a place to actually bless us more, because he knows, God knows that I guess if we've learned those lessons, that we will continue to increase what we have, increase our giving with what we have, because it's the point of blessing and increase anyways, to help more in others' lives rather than just yourself.
Yeah, I think that was well said, and I think it goes right into the scriptures that I had, but I also think that one of the things that I feel is really important is to realize that God designed us that way. He gave us words to speak truth. And when we're speaking, Thanksgiving, or we're speaking words of truth, when it comes to that, it does bring joy, because it's like it builds the little trees in your brain that are healthy. And
it's another video altogether, little trees in your brain.
But yeah, so it
builds that reality in your mind that because it is a reality, you can see the world in different lights. Of all bad or all good or somewhere in the middle. And reality is reality, and you can choose to, I can choose, we can each choose how to respond to those realities. And so
yeah, well, and are you ready for me to
go ahead?
So before I read the scriptures that that are pertinent to today, it's funny, I was thinking about how to relate in my head, how to relate how I feel about you when it comes to what I was thanking you for. And I feel like you're like the conductor. So in Polar Express, the conductor takes care of the kids on the train, but he also makes sure they're on time, and he kind of yells at them sometimes to sit down, or in loving manner, like is just providing for them, making sure that they're prepared, making sure they have their tickets, their hot chocolate, like making sure they're taken care of. And really the end result is because he knows that there are good gifts at the end for them, and that there is a lesson, and there's so many of those things to be learned. And I feel like that's what a good father does, but also a good husband does too. And so I'm just grateful so much for everything that you do for our family. Okay, so I had a couple of scriptures, and it's Psalm 100 verse 4. Enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. You probably, if you have the Bible app, you got that on Thanksgiving. But then also Psalm 9:1, I will give thanks to you with all of my heart, and I will tell of your wondrous deeds. And I think that it's really clear in the Bible too. Like he's asking us to do those things of Thanksgiving, not just for him, but when we look at our marriage, I feel like God designed us that way. He has so many verses in the Bible talk about praising him or giving thanksgiving, thanking, and that's obviously for a purpose, because that's how he designed us to be. So try thanking your spouse. Find something that you can thank them for, I think, as a tool. Even write those things down every time that you go through your day where you're like, wow, he just did XYZ. Write it down. That's something that we've learned to do, and something that I would like to pick up again. But for a long time, I had a running list of the things that I would catch myself during the day thinking, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for. And I'd write them down. And then when the enemy comes against you to be like, oh, he doesn't do anything, he's this and he's that, and he begins lying to you, you can go back to that list, and it's transforming, because you start reading and you're like, wait, devil, you're lying to me. Like, look at these amazing things. So, yeah, I think that's all that I have to say. Is there anything you want to add?
I think that's covered it.
All right.
I mean, we didn't really have a agenda, so
no,
I think
we never do.
That kind of covers it.
All
but
right.
Be thankful. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving late.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving late.
Anyways, enjoy your week, and we will come back with another video soon. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and if you want to connect with us
at a soldoutmarriage at gmail.com. a soldoutmarriage at gmail.com. Okay. Yeah. All right. Have a good one. Bye-bye.